What's going on, family? Welcome to another episode of Love Lounge. Excited about the message tonight. Expected to be a powerful message. Do me a favor and do everyone else a favor that's connected to you and share this with somebody. I believe it's going to be a powerful message. Tonight's message is called Power Couple. Tonight's message is called Power Couple. I'm telling you, I'm going to drop some powerful gems concerning the power couple tonight. The pursuit of relationship, the pursuit of the significant other. I just think there's going to be, I just know it's going to be very valuable to a lot of people. So don't be selfish. Make sure you share this feed with somebody. Again, I appreciate everybody who is supporting everything that we're doing from the Tay and Two Show, Love Lounge. I haven't done Sundays for a little bit. That's because I'm revamping some things. I think I'm going to switch to Mondays. And I'll make an announcement about that. I think I'm going to be doing something at lunchtime on Mondays. I think it'll add a lot of value, and I think it'll be powerful for people to be able to get inspiration right there in the middle of your day on Monday. So I'll talk more about that. Again, shout out to Chef Glenn and everybody who was a part of the Sweet Savory Social this past weekend. It was a successful event, powerful event. I don't want to be long. I'm not going to be long before y'all, so I'm going to go ahead and get into this message. But again, share this message. Don't be selfish. Share this with somebody. Allow someone else to be blessed and allow someone else to experience advice or wisdom, insight that could possibly help a family, a couple, or an individual who is preparing to go into the next phase of life concerning relationship. So definitely do that, all right? Power couple. Very powerful concept. When you talk about power couples, I think it's the pursuit, it's the natural pursuit of many, that you want to be with somebody who could help or could partner with you in creating something that you only dream of with life, whether it's just having an amazing relationship in itself, amongst all kind of ambitions that we can think of, right? But I want to zero in, and I want to focus in on specific aspects of this whole concept of the power couple, right? When you think about a power couple, you're thinking about, most likely we're gonna reference the celebrities, right? You're gonna think about somebody who's very successful, achieving great things, or I should say a couple that's achieving amazing things, right? And a lot of times we want to replicate that kind of environment or that kind of achievement when it comes down to life in general, and especially and specifically when we talk about relationships, right? But let me submit a couple thoughts to you tonight about the power couple, the importance of the power couple, and how I believe that every couple should be a power couple. I don't think that the power couple should only be synonymous with celebrity. I don't think that the power couple should only be synonymous with millionaire, or synonymous with someone that has who's in a specific tax bracket. But the power couple, I believe, is what every couple is intended to be. Every couple, I believe, every relationship is intended to be a powerful relationship. All right? Let me tell you exactly what I mean. First of all, too many of us, unfortunately, when we are seeking the relationship and where we're seeking to get into a relationship, we're too focused on the luxuries of love. And we end up too many times sacrificing the longevity of love for the luxuries of love. What are the luxuries of love? Of course, making sure that the sex is good, making sure that you have great chemistry with somebody. You're able to have great movie nights, date nights, go traveling. These are all the luxuries, right? The luxuries of love. But a lot of times we don't experience, or we're not equipped to be able to obtain the longevity of love, because we start out with the luxuries, but we miss out, or we're missing something a lot of times when it comes down to the part that takes us into the long run. The longevity of having a successful, powerful relationship. That doesn't mean that we don't experience things or we don't overcome obstacles while we are in the pursuit of love or longevity within love. But what I'm saying to you is that I want to turn your attention to equipping us with the ability to experience the longevity of love, right? So watch this. When you think about power couples, of course, you can bring, if I say a name like Jay-Z and Beyonce, if I say Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, right? If I say Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, right? These are all names that we can in a synonymous way say that these are power couples. But what truly and sincerely creates that type of relationship, right? What puts us in a position where we are connected with somebody on such a deep level that it affects our entire life? I believe that we would not know Barack Obama if he didn't have Michelle. And when I say know him as the president, the former president, Barack Obama. Me personally, I believe that Barack Obama doesn't become the icon he becomes as president. I'm not saying he wouldn't have been senator. I'm not saying that he wouldn't have had some success as a political figure, right? But something tells me without the ingredients of Michelle in his life, that he does not reach the pinnacles of success that he reaches, right? The same thing I think about Jay-Z. I think that, of course, Jay-Z would still be an icon. Jay-Z would still have an amazing resume and still have respect in the music business as a businessman and as a creative. But without Beyonce, Jay-Z today is not the same Jay-Z. That's just my belief. That's no disrespect to him, but that's just my belief. Jay-Z is not the same Jay-Z without Beyonce. And I'm not saying that, I don't mean it to demean or say that it's not just as important for the man to be in the woman's life. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm talking about tonight the couple factor, right? The couple factor. What creates that? What creates that environment? The first thing that we have to look at is that after we have discovered chemistry with somebody, right? We have to start to dive into connection when it comes down to purpose, right? We have to start to look deeper than just, are we compatible sexually? Are we compatible comedically? Do we have, yes, it feels good when we're together. but are we able to build together? Are we able to raise children together? Are we able to forward our community? Are we able to forward our legacy together? Right? There's too many of us that are in relationships and we have an A+ when it comes down to the luxury, but we got a F when it comes down to longevity. Right? So what is it that causes us to have the longevity to experience the success? And I'm not going to be long tonight. What causes the success? I'm going to tell you what I believe, what is necessary, give you a few pointers of what is necessary to experience the success of longevity in relationship. Right? There's a core belief system. Right? And it's balanced. It's both practical and it's spiritual. It's not one without the other. And I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about the belief system that you are supposed to become better than what you are right now currently. No matter what it is, no matter how much you've achieved, what you succeeded at. And that's a big issue in many of our communities, that is specifically and especially in the community, in the black community especially, that folks that are successful have a hard time understanding or seeing how they're going to go to the next level when they've already achieved so much by themselves, right? But that's how you know whether or not you've discovered or connected with somebody on every level that is absolutely important to your destiny and your purpose, right? You could already be a millionaire, but that doesn't mean that you have already accomplished your purpose. The problem is that too many of it, I don't want to get into that tonight, but the problem is that we've equated a dollar amount with achieving our destiny. And it's not the same thing. Your impact on the world may or may not be directly connected to the vehicle you're going to use in order to obtain influence. You may be a basketball player, you may be a football player, you may be a musician. And those are your vehicles in order to gain influence. But your impact may be totally different. Maybe your impact has to do with charity. Maybe your impact has to do with mentorship. Maybe your impact has to do with leadership. Maybe your impact has to do with spirituality. Your purpose usually has something to do with how you're going to impact the world. And sometimes it has absolutely nothing to do with your talents, right? So that means we have to share a core value. Let me tell you what's a common denominator with these power couples. They are absolutely aware of who they are and where they're going, at least presently. Both Jay-Z and Beyonce are musician entertainers. Will Smith and Jada are actor and actress entertainers. Barack Obama and Michelle Obama are both political figures, or actually lawyers, I should say. They are both lawyers who have become political figures, right? So you can see that there, in each relationship, there is a focus, right? There's a focus. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't be, it doesn't mean that if you're a preacher, that your wife has to be a preacher, or if you're a female preacher, your husband has to be a preacher. And I'm just using that as an example. It doesn't mean that the person that you're with has to be talented in the exact same area. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is there is a practical checklist that you want to consider when you are choosing your significant other. They have to understand and be connected to the rhythm of your life. It is very difficult for somebody to understand you being an actor and their destiny or their gifting is working at a science lab. You know what I mean? It could be very hard for them to understand your world. They don't understand that you have to act on camera and act out emotions and maybe have love scenes that is uncomfortable for the common person. But someone who is inside of that world could understand that rhythm and understand what it means and the requirements of achieving success in that profession, right? Too many of us are just comfortable with experiencing the luxuries. She kisses well, he kisses well. Oh, they good in the bedroom. She's beautiful, he's handsome. They make decent money. They're charismatic. These are the luxuries. We're so comfortable with the luxuries of relationship that we're missing out on the core values, the part that is going to give us the longevity. And that's the reason why partially so many relationships aren't even making it to marriage. And even if you're making it to marriage, you're not making it past 5 years or 10 years without being divorced, right? And the reason why is because we never been taught or given the jewels that is necessary, right, in order for us to achieve the longevity. Now, let me tell you something. Every one of these relationships that I'm naming on a celebrity level, and I don't care that they're celebrities, I'm just using them as a reference point. Every single one of those relationships have experienced hardships. All of them. And I would dare to say that all of them have also even experienced some infidelity. And I'm not saying that that's okay. But what I'm saying is that there's no relationship that is immune to hardships. There's no relationships that's immune to going through circumstances that are going to cause you to grow, which is going to include pain, right? So too many of us are looking, and we're looking at these relationships on a celebrity level, and we have this misconception that these relationships don't experience hardships and that these people walk on clouds and never have an argument, right? And so then as soon as we get inside of a relationship and it seems to have difficulties, we start running. Because it doesn't look and feel the way the chick flick feels, or the romantic comedy, or the book that you're reading, or the Zane books that you read. It doesn't feel that way. So as soon as it stops feeling like you're on vacation in your relationship, you're ready to quit. Power couples, the purpose of power couples is to help you reveal the power in you. If that individual is not helping to reveal the power in you, not helping you to see that there are levels in you that you have not discovered yet, if that person is not being a voice to say when you are talking about quitting, there's no way possible they're going to allow you to quit on your purpose, no matter what it is you're facing, no matter how many children you have, no matter how thick the bills get, if that person is not someone who is prepared to always speak to the power in you, then you might want to reconsider the relationship you're in. Because it's my belief that every relationship is called and purposed to be a powerful relationship. If you're not pursuing a power couple experience, then you're in the wrong direction. Right? Your relationship should reflect, or should it have should exude the energy of power. And I'm not talking about power that has to do with, celebrity or being rich. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fulfillment of accomplishing your destiny and your purpose. That is what I mean by power couples. Right? You've got to get on the same page. And internally, you understand, both of you have not just an understanding, but a connection that says we both want to accomplish the same thing, whatever that is. We both want to impact the world. We both want to change and leave our mark on this destiny. It doesn't, whether you're famous or not. I don't care about fame. I don't care about celebrity. If you are purposed to be librarians, if you're purposed to write books, if you're purposed to write scripts, whatever it is that your family is destined to do, right? We obviously can look at the Smith family and see that they are actors and actresses, right? We obviously can look at Barack Obama and see that they are a family of political power. We obviously can look at Jay-Z and Beyonce and see that they are a power in the entertainment world, right? What is the core value and the direction and the purpose of your relationship? We're so busy being great at being romantic that we have neglected the importance of understanding the purpose within our relationship. Some of us are so busy pursuing our purpose by ourselves that we are not even having the conversation with our significant other about our passions. And what happens is eventually you become successful, or that other person becomes successful and fulfilled, and then the other person is feeling neglected and feeling behind and feeling unachieved and feeling like they sacrifice time and energy so that the other person can get where they're going, and that creates a split as well. It is absolutely important that you discover your purpose and your power within your relationship. So that's it for tonight. That's the message. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. Here every Wednesday, Love Lounge. Guys, I appreciate y'all. for sharing these messages, being a part of the messages. I do this for the community. I believe that our families can once again become powerful and be united, and that marriages, or whatever it is your relationship level is, can be successful, and that we can raise children that are seeing successful relationships, because that's what creates a powerful community. If you don't have a powerful family, if you don't have a united family, if you have broken families, you cannot have a united nation. In order for us to empower our community, we have to reunite our family and reunite our relationships and create longevity within them. I love y'all. I'm going to see y'all next week. Look out for more. Donte Felip, man. Y'all have a good night.